Hey, yo. To Angela, but I call her Yee. Way up.
Yo, what's good? Yes, happy Friday. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My producer, Dan, is here.
Good morning.
You only got like a couple of weeks to your wedding.
It's crazy.
I know. How you feel? You feel different?
I'm excited for the wedding, but it is a 3-day wedding, so it is a lot to plan. Extremely stressful.
Ooh, well,
a lot going on.
We're just glad you're still at work. And today,
for now,
we got Angela Oakley joining us. That's Charles Oakley's wife. She's on Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is her first season, y'all. So, you know, we're going to find out what she has going on. But this is also her first ever interview. Ever. So it's a big deal, okay? Also, we have London Brown joining us. And I know you guys have been watching Raising Kanan. That is my show. This is not his first time in the rodeo, so get ready for that. We have all of that happening. And of course, we're going to shine a light when we come back. 800-292-5150. Call us up. Let us know who you want to spread some love to. Who do you want to shine a light on? It's Way Up.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and it's time to shine a light. And today I want to shine a light on somebody who y'all all know, Michael Jordan. Now, he has opened his 4th free medical clinic for the underprivileged. It's located in North Carolina. He's partnering with healthcare company Novant Health to offer underinsured and uninsured people healthcare services in his hometown. The clinic opened on February 19th. It's the second one that Michael Jordan financed in Wilmington, which is a small town in North Carolina. He also had 2 medical clinics in Charlotte. And so love that he's doing things, whatever he can, to help people, because we all know those health bills are no joke. All right. Well, now who do you guys want to spread some love to? Who do you want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150. Anita, who do you want to shine a light on?
My daughter called in the other day. Her name is Aaliyah, and she shined the light on me, and I thought that was very nice of her to do. But I wanted to call in and shine the light on my daughters as well, because I lost my daughter in 2018. She died by suicide, and we decided to start a scholarship for mental health for students that are graduating high school, that are transitioning into adulthood, so that they would be able to understand that mental health is important, and that we want them to know that there's support out there for them, because we don't have a lot of that within our community. The scholarship is in the high schools in Allentown, Pennsylvania, which my daughter graduated. Her name is Atia. She graduated from Barrios, and that's where the scholarships are, Barrios and Allen High School. So I just wanted to make that shout out as well.
Yes, because your daughter Aaliyah called to show you some love. How do people get information about the scholarship? What can they look up?
We do it through like Facebook, so social media. They can reach out to my Facebook. My daughter, she's out there, Anya Ramsour. We have Aaliyah Rich. We have Adriana Ashburn and Anita Rich. So you can just look us up and you'll see information regarding the scholarship.
Well, thank you so much for calling. It sounds like you have a really strong family, so I appreciate you and the work that you're doing and paying us forward.
Yes, thank you so much, and we appreciate you as well. And thank you for allowing us this opportunity.
Absolutely. Thank you. You too. That was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150. If you couldn't get through, you can always leave a message and shine a light that way for last word. And when we come back, I already told you from Real Housewives of Atlanta, Angela Oakley is going to be joining us. This is her first ever interview. We'll get some insight as to what was going on with her wig on that first episode. It's Way Up.
Hello, ladies. When they ask what you bring to the table, tell them you brought the table. Way Up with Angela Yee, celebrating the ladies during Women's History Month.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and we got another Angela in the building. Angela Oakley is here.
Hello, Angela.
Hello. Welcome to the show, and welcome to Real Housewives of Atlanta. How you feeling?
I'm here. A little exhausted, but I'm here. I made it. So, I just want to say congratulations on your own show. You're out here making the Angelas look good.
I
love it. I love to see it.
We're 2 episodes in. How do you feel?
I'm excited about the season. I'm excited for the people to get to know me. You know, I had some issues with a few things.
But I know sometimes, like, look, clearly you guys are filming for days and days, and what makes it to the TV sometimes is not the full story of what happened behind the scenes. So I just want to make sure.
I don't know if that's the case. That was my first, time filming. And that was my first time wearing a wig, if that's what we're talking about.
Oh, which is, okay.
We're not saying that.
But okay, so let's talk about the wig. So I wasn't even addressing that.
Oh, okay, let's talk about this wig, get it out the way. You know, this was my first time ever wearing a wig, and I'm like, so okay. I was advised by my hairstylist, like, wear a wig. All the girls do it. They want to protect their hair. I was like, okay, cool. I was hot when he put the wig on, so I'm like, I'll cool down. I don't know what made me think I'll cool down once the wig is glued down and I go out in 80, 90 degree temperature. But as soon as I got out the car, I was like, this is not going to be good. I could just feel the sweat bubbling up. And I was just like, Lord, not today.
Well, what an entrance.
Yeah. Yes, an interest was made for sure.
Right now, I'm talking to Angela Oakley, wife of Charles Oakley, but also a new cast member from Real Housewives of Atlanta. And so on the show, you're friends with Drew.
Yes.
And you say that Shamia is Portia's lapdog.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you still feel that way now?
Do.
Okay.
I do. And I felt that way then because Drew took a lot of heat in that first episode. And I was just helpless because I was like, I can't take on anybody with my wig. Like I had a choice to make.
I didn't get too much camera time.
The camera off me. And Drew, I'm sending smoke signals like, I'm with you, but I just can't say anything. I just felt like, she was a bit double teamed. So
it made it seem like Drew did it in a sneakier kind of way. Because I can't tell if she did tell Portia ahead of time or didn't. Like, it's not really clear.
To my understanding, Portia was aware they were working together. Dennis invited her to her birthday party. Portia was aware. When she was aware, I don't know. When she became aware, I'm not familiar with that. I don't know when exactly, but she knew. And then she kept kicking the can down. I was like, okay, so what are you mad about? Are you mad about her working with Dennis? Are you mad about this photo shoot? I was just lost.
Right.
And my wig was like, it's time to go.
Yeah.
So I
have my own problems happening right now.
Y'all, can we do this another day? Yeah, I checked out at that point.
Angela Oakley is here. Y'all, it's her first ever interview on the first time she's been on TV on Real Housewives of Atlanta. We have more with her when we come back. It's Way Up.
Ladies. When they ask what you bring to the table, tell them you brought the table. Way Up with Angela Yee, celebrating the ladies during Women's History Month.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with another Angela Oakley, wife of Charles Oakley, but also cast member on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, you guys have an interesting story about how y'all even met.
Yeah.
Because before he got your number, and then you didn't even see him or connect with him until 10 years after that.
We met at a party in Chicago, and we exchanged numbers. We spoke for a little bit on the phone, but I didn't hear from him again. 10 years later, when I saw him again, I was just like, hey, how you doing? And he took a strong interest in.
Did he remember like that?
No, he doesn't. So I'm like, go get your phone records from AT&T from 10 years ago. You'll see my number. It happened. So that was just a mess. No.
So y'all were neighbors. Is that awkward dating somebody who's living right there? Because sometimes people say that's a no-no.
It was awkward, but I had people assisting me and keeping him in check. The valet, the concierge, just people assisting me and making sure that he's dealing with me and me only.
Oh, okay.
Well, wait a minute now.
When you first start dating, people are always dealing with you probably were dealing with other people too. Because when
this is Charles Oakley, they're now 50 years of being single.
You're right.
Oh, yeah, I'm not hiding that at all. But I think age has slowed him down a lot.
Right now, I'm talking to Angela Oakley, wife of Charles Oakley, but also a new cast member from Real Housewives of Atlanta. What was that engagement like, and how did that happen?
The marriage proposal, or it was like, okay, you want this life or do you want this life? It's like, I want this, which was me and married life and all of that, and not that I'm on a flight every other week and I'm outside. And so he was just like, I'm ready. Like, let's go now. I only got to be bridezilla for one day. It was no long planning. It was nothing of the sorts. And we just flew to Vegas the next day.
Are you kidding me? That's how it happened?
Yes, and we've been together 10 years.
Wow. So before you did that, how long were you guys dating?
A year and a half.
That's not crazy at all.
No, it's not like, oh, we met. No.
Yeah.
We got to know each other. And we got married.
Now, who surprised you the most once you joined the show? Like, as far as, I thought this person was going to be cool, but...
All of the ladies were good. But the first few episodes, I thought Shamia would be cool. You know, I thought she would be, my person. She's a Taurus. I thought her and I would immediately hit it off.
Okay. I mean, it could also be because you are close with Drew, because people do have alliances.
Yeah, but I don't move like that. I don't not like you because that person doesn't like you. I give you a chance for myself because it could be a misunderstanding between those people. So,
because you also felt like Drew was being treated unfairly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a bit much.
All right, well, guys, make sure y'all check out and support Angela Oakley on her journey on Real Housewives of Atlanta this season. And I promise you she's going to be checking back in.
I will. Thank you.
All right, well, thank you so much to Angela Oakley for coming through. And when we come back, tell us a secret. 800-292-5150. It's a Friday. Tell us your deepest, darkest secret. You're anonymous, and it's a no judgment zone. It's way up.
Way up. Shh. This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
What's up? It's Way Up at Angela Yee, and happy Friday. And Friday also means tell us a secret. 800-292-5150. You know the deal. It is a no judgment zone, and you get to stay anonymous. What's up, anonymous caller? Tell us a secret.
This is many, many moons ago, but I moved out of state and, met a few people and we became friends. One of the people that I was acquainted with, one of their friends got into some beef. They had no ride, so I accompanied them to, pick up the friend to make sure he was safe and sound. And unfortunately, one of the ones that I knew had a weapon on them. Unfortunately, we all got caught, and because it was my vehicle, of course, I took the blame because it was my car. The person that was a friend of mine didn't take responsibility, let me fall for it. So about a year after I came out of jail and everything, I became acquainted with their family and decided to get revenge. I started dating his brother, and I ended up putting his brother in jail for a long time.
Oh, my gosh. His poor brother had nothing to do with anything. Okay.
Listen, he took me away from my kids. The brother knew about it. Didn't tell him, this is a female. It was your take responsibility. They let me do my thing away from my kids, so it's only right. I told him too, you let me rot, you will pay.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you. But this is all because you also took the responsibility and you wouldn't tell whose it was.
Of course not.
Right.
But I also didn't know that he had the weapon. Hence, I wouldn't knew. I wouldn't have took him. My assumption was we were going to go pick up the friend because he got jumped.
Yeah, that's messed up that happened.
And there were 7 of us.
Do you believe in karma, though?
Oh, absolutely believe in karma. That's why his brother did that long-ass bill. Yes.
Damn. I just feel like the brother didn't do anything.
The brother had all the influence on the other brother to tell him, she went over there, you knew, you know what I'm saying? Picked her out. He kept telling him, nah, just be quiet, be quiet. Okay, you decided to get involved and tell him to stay quiet so that his sentence would be lesser. Because I was a female, that was the first time I got arrested, so I wasn't going to get that much time. I was away from my kids.
Well, yeah, that's painful. Well, welcome home. First of all,
this is many, many, many moons ago, and I learned my lesson.
I'm glad you made it through. I'm glad you learned your lesson, but hopefully they don't ever try to get revenge on you.
Trust me, they tried many, many times, but I'm a good girl. Like I said, I went to do them the favors.
That was Tell Us a Secret, 800-292-5150. If you couldn't get through, leave a message. Tell us a secret. Don't chicken out. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. And Tamar Braxton is saying that she is taking HIV prevention medication. That's PrEP. And we'll tell you why. It's way up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot.
Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and it's time for your Yee Tea. You ready, Dan?
Let's do it.
First, I want to shout out to our girl, Gigi McGuire from Lip Service. Stars has acquired the docuseries about Magic City. That's the strip club where actually Gigi used to work. She was part of the infamous snack pack. It's called Magic City, an American Fantasy. Jermaine Dupri posted about it, and so did Gigi. So it'll be on Stars this summer. She posted, "My life changed the first time I stepped foot in this building. 20 years later, it's happening again. Can't wait for the world to see this amazing project. I'm so grateful. My name is in the credits, y'all. Magic City." Shout out to you, Gigi.
Shout out to Gigi. We love you.
Listen, she worked so hard on this, and it takes such a long time to go from when you first start filming to when it finally is available for everybody to see.
She's been holding the secret for a long time.
Shout out to her. Congratulations for that. All right, and another congratulations is in order for Sherry. Her daytime talk show has been renewed for a season 4. Here's what she had to say.
The Sherry Show has been renewed for another season. I'm so glad y'all told me and warned me about that confetti cannon. Because the last time we got renewed, that confetti cannon, it went off. It scared me so bad I cursed. Everybody on this show knows Sherry's bladder ages as well.
And I do want to say that I see people saying, you know, Wendy Williams, by the way, is able to now live in an apartment and not have those same restrictions. And people keep on saying like, oh, bye, Sherry, in the comments, which is so rude. Like, Sherry's got a successful show also.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, make sure we keep on showing her love and supporting her too.
And even if Wendy did come back, they could still both exist in the space.
Have shows.
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
All right, and Tamar Braxton, she is talking about how crazy it is outside. Dan, you're getting married. You should be happy that you don't have to be outside.
Don't got to worry about any of this.
You don't have to worry about any of these things. She said she's taking HIV prevention medication. She's taking PrEP. Here's what she said.
All of y'all is dating the same dude, and I ain't sharing my man with the streets. Although I'm on PrEP, and I would tell everybody to get on PrEP because prepare yourself.
All right, well, do what you got to do, girl. I'm not mad at it. Protect yourself at all costs.
You don't think that's a little extreme?
I mean, look, I will say that if you know that you are potentially could be exposed to something, you know, I can't tell you what to do and what not to do. I see people in the comments saying same.
You just wrap it up.
You can, but that is not foolproof. I've heard people say you'd rather be preventative than not worry about it at all. You know, sometimes we get vaccinated from things. We could say the same thing. So This is just something that's preventative. I'm not mad at it. For whatever reason she wants to do that, do it. All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They're flying under the radar, but you need to know about them. It's way up.
Got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and it's time for your Under the Radar story on a Friday. Now, I saw this one circulating yesterday. So, a guy was in Houston. His name is Dion Chico Young. He was at the Family Dollar, and he overheard one of the employees talking to another customer in Spanish, saying that black people only come in to steal shoes. What she did not know is that Dion Chico Young also speaks Spanish. As you can hear him say, he is Cubano. Even though he's black, he is a black Cuban. He's Afro-Latino. Here's what happened when he revealed that he understood what she was saying.
Man, you got to watch what you say when you say it. Because this is what I'm saying. Because you don't know who speaks Spanish.
They be talking that Spanish thinking people don't understand their ass. Yo soy cubano.
Well, this video went viral on TikTok, and Family Dollar has since apologized and told him that the employee will be fired.
I love that for him.
Don't you love that for him?
It's amazing.
And she sounded so stupid and dumb and was like, don't record me. I will do whatever I want, okay? Because you was talking crazy, not knowing that I could speak Spanish. That is so dumb.
Keep that same energy.
And let me tell y'all, now that there's all these apps where you can translate what people are saying, if you're ever somewhere and you feel like people are talking crazy about you, no matter where you are, the nail salon,
I was just gonna say
the hair salon, wherever, go ahead and translate and be like, bam, in your face.
Funny.
All right. Well, that is your Under the Radar. And later on, we'll be talking to London Brown. You know him as Uncle Marvin from Raising Kanan. Hilarious character, and it feels like he's got a lot going on this season so far. We'll talk to him about that. And of course, we have the Way Up mix for you guys at the top of the hour on a Friday, or as we call it, Fry-yay. It's Way Up.
Like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and it's time for your Yeetie. Man, this is sad. Quinta Brunson from Abbott Elementary, the creator and star of it, has filed for divorce from her husband, citing irreconcilable differences. They do have a post-nuptial agreement, so they want to divvy up the property according to that agreement. So she got engaged in July of 2020. They got married in 2021. We don't know much about their relationship, but we do know that her husband was a sales manager. She did mention him during an acceptance speech for winning an Emmy for outstanding writing for a comedy series for Abbott Elementary. Man, well, Dan, you're getting married.
Don't put that energy on me.
I'm not. I'm saying you're getting married. There's always still love, you know? It always goes down like that. And Samuel L. Jackson was talking to Vanity Fair. They were celebrating Bruce Willis's 70th birthday. And he talked about a piece of career advice that Bruce Willis gave him that he felt was very useful. They first starred together in the third Die Hard movie back in 1995. That movie made $366 million worldwide. And he told him, hopefully you'll be able to find a character that when you make bad movies and they don't make any money, you can always go back to this character everybody loves. He said, Arnold's got Terminator, Sylvester's got Rocky and Rambo, I've got John McClane. And he said, I'm okay. And it didn't occur to me until I got that Nick Fury role and I had a 9-picture deal to be Nick Fury that, I'm doing what Bruce said. I've got this character now. That's dope advice.
Yeah.
And something that I never would have even thought about.
From one legend to another.
All right, and Jeezy is saying that he wants his ex-wife, Jeannie Mai, to pay the $20,000 in legal bills that he had to pay while he was fighting her frivolous actions, according to In Touch. He asked the court for attorney fees after she accused him of being in contempt. Back in September of 2024, she made these accusations and said that he failed to follow the terms of their deal. And now he is saying, look, this was frivolous, and now you got to pay me and pay those $20,000 in fees. I mean, if it was frivolous and I had to pay to defend myself against something, I do think the other person should pay. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
Because people can't just be filing things, and then if I win, now you got to pay me because I had to spend money.
It's just the man always gets screwed over in the divorce.
Yeah, well, he's asking for money.
I know.
Yeah.
Probably because he's getting screwed over in the divorce.
All right, well, that is your Yee Tea. And when we come back, it's a Friday, so you know what that means. New Music Friday. We'll talk about what you should be looking out for and listening to. It's Way Up.
Everybody access.
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
So you should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and it's time for Ask Yee. 800-292-5150 is the number. Any question you have, we are here to help you out. And today, we have an Ask Yee question from the voicemail. Here's that question.
Hi, Angela. My preschooler came home with a note saying that her teacher is hosting a slumber party at their house. I just want to know, how should I go about responding to this teacher and letting them know that these invitations are inappropriate?
I think that this is something that should be brought to the school's attention. I don't think that teachers should be hosting sleepovers. And it's interesting because somebody who works here said they did go to a slumber party. Dan, that would be our producer, Dan. When you were in what grade?
I think this was like 5th grade, something like that.
All right, and this is preschool.
I was young. It was, I was in elementary school when this happened.
Right, and you did go to a sleepover.
I did.
How many kids were in your class?
There was well over 20. I don't remember how many kids were there, but it was both boys and girls. Mm-hmm. It was really just pizza and a movie and like sleeping bags on the floor.
Right.
I'm sure that my mom or dad spoke to some of my friends' parents, but in hindsight, like hearing this voicemail and then thinking about like my experience, granted, like nothing happened when I went, but that's not cool. Like, that's not okay by any means.
You know, I'm thinking about my elementary school, and we did have one teacher that ended up going to jail for molesting boys.
Yeah.
And he used to have some of the kids come to his house, the boys come help move furniture. And mind you, this is an elementary school. Like, what little kids are helping you move furniture? And so I just think that that's inappropriate. And I can see that in some situations, like if it's a small town and the kids all are like know each other, but preschool is also kind of young for them to be able to voice if something should happen. And even for myself, my parents would let people sleep over at my house, but I never really was allowed to sleep over anybody's house. And so it feels like you, as a protective parent, as you should be, feel like there's an issue with this. And if you feel like there's an issue, you should definitely address that issue. I would talk to the teacher, and I would even talk to an authority figure at the school
superintendent
about how inappropriate something like this is, you know, and even like talking to some of the other parents is something that I would do. But, you know, if you feel like there's a cause for alarm, there is, if that's how you feel. All right. And that would be my advice, because it just seems very strange, especially in this day and age, you know, to not realize that that's inappropriate. But that is Ask Yee, 800-292-5150 if you couldn't get through. And when we come back, I feel like we need to Ask London Brown comment section, because he is always going live and talking about his views on things, and he is hilarious. He's also a comedian, but he's also an actor. You know him as Uncle Marvin on Raising Kanan, and he does a great job on that show, but he's just funny even on social media. He'll be joining us when we come back. It's Way Up.
Yeah, let's go.
Turn me up.
Here we go again.
This is Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. This is exciting. London Brown is back again.
Yes.
Go ahead, you can eat that because we're used to that on TV.
The peelings have already begun.
Okay, all right. Well, listen, we're back at it. We're Raising Canaan. Uncle Marvin is back at it. And, aside from your own comedy career, which we'll talk about in a minute, which I love, and the White Tea Talk, which I always love to watch, I want to talk about what's happening for Raising Canaan and just seeing some of the things that we are now finding out about Uncle Marvin. It's kind of giving us some insight into who your character is little by little.
We're touching down on the history of the family a little bit more, like why or how the Thomas family became to be, why we have our issues that we have with each other. And so it's a little different this season. And as opposed to, I think sometimes people think they know where the story's going to go, but this season it's going to be a lot of emotional plot twists.
Have you seen the Uncle Marvin mukbang videos that they've been doing?
What kind of video is that?
Where they have you like eating food. It's like a whole compilation of...
With the food stuff, I know they're going to see me like, man,
I know.
now.
I did that on purpose.
But if it's a healthy snack, I ain't mad at that. But the thing about it is, even with the show, I explained to the followers that I come from theater, so me choosing to eat on the show is just what we call like small business. And it's just, how do I find a way to keep the audience engaged with the character even though he's not speaking? What makes him interesting? Because I'm on a show with a lot of talented people, bigger names, Tony Danza, Wendell Pierce, all these people.
Yes.
I gotta find a way. How do I separate myself without saying, hey everybody, look at me, I'm doing something? It just has to be nice and organic.
You came up with that.
Snacking was just one of those things. I'm like, well,
and that's the real thing. We all know somebody that's like always snacking on something.
That's it, man.
Yeah. Right now I'm talking to London Brown, aka Uncle Marvin from Raising Canaan. Since you brought up Tony Danza, I mean, amazing to be able to. I just think about Tony Danza in our childhood.
I'm telling you
what that meant. So how did you feel being able to have those scenes?
First of all, I didn't even know he's joining the show until we did a Zoom table read. So I was like, whoa, Tony Danza's in the show. So first thing I go to, as you mentioned, I go right to Who's the Boss.
Yes.
Talking about the 80s. I love that show. And so when I finally had a chance to meet him, it was cool because he was so nice. If he had in the paperwork, don't look me in the eye, and, when you speak to him or call him Mr. Danza, I would have respected it. He's earned that, no doubt. But the fact that he was cool made me respect him even that much more. I mean, he got stories for days. He know everybody. Hey, London, I tell you the time I was on the boat, it was me, Jesus, and Peter. I was like, we walked on the water. I made him lasagna. He just got stories for everything. But they're always great. You always learn a lesson. And we would step off to the side and I talk to him about tap dance, and we go through some stuff with tap dancing and just hanging out. And he's a great guy.
Random. Like, tell me about these tap dancing.
Well, I used to tap dance.
Right.
So because of that, Tony and I obviously I know that he tap dances, so we would talk and we would every now and again we go through a couple shuffle steps and we would just do that in between takes.
So funny. We need to see some video of that.
That would be great.
London Brown is here. You also know him as Uncle Marvin from Raising Canaan, and we have more with him when we come back. It's Way Up.
Yeah.
It's what you all been waiting for.
You're tapped in to Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and right now I have a London Brown here. I'm a big fan of Raising Canaan. What was that time like for you when you were working and $28 in the bank account? What was your mindset like that? And did you feel like I'm just waiting for my big break? Like how did you feel at that time?
All I knew is that something's got to happen. So I was still taking some free classes and whatnot. And I just remember one day in the after school program, I just looked at my account. It was like $28. You ever been so broke? You start thinking of creative ways to dodge to get paid. This is where I was at. I said, you know what? I'm going to go get a suit. I'm going to fill out my resumes. I'm going to hand them out. And before I get back home, I'm going to jump right in front of a bus. I said, man, if I get paid.
You did not think that.
Lots of people think like this. He said, well, if I just pull in front of a bus, I might get some insurance. So it's a city government bus. It's some money.
I just settle.
I'm thinking stuff like that because I'm so proud. I'm like, I got to figure out a way to pull a quick jerk. So that's where I was. But I just knew I worked at the school because I love working with kids. Mm-hmm. Shout out to NCRF, National College Resources Foundation, organization where we help students get into HBCUs. But fortunately, I don't have kids. I didn't have a lot of responsibilities. Just had a car note, cell phone. That was about it.
Yeah.
So if I could keep my maintenance stuff down, I didn't really need a high-paying job at the time. So, but I just was like, yo, I got to stay focused. Let me work these open mics, comedy clubs, until something happened. I didn't know. I just knew I was enjoying what I was doing. But that's why it's important to do what it is you love to do, because you can do it for free.
Right now I'm talking to London Brown, a.k.a. Uncle Marvin from Raising Canaan. Are you going to do an hour special, a half-hour special? Like, what's the plan when it comes?
So right now it's just been so, well, now that we, for this particular season we're done shooting, so that's why I'm in the clubs heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just working out and fleshing out material right now because, yes, ultimately that's the goal, because people still don't know how to do stand-up.
Yeah.
So I'm still working to get that out. The people who know, and I tour and different things like that, but still a lot of people just don't know I come from stand-up. So
what's people's reaction when they see you and they didn't know?
They're excited to see me from the show. Fortunately, after coming off these last few seasons, they think Marvin is funny, so that helps. I'm more candid with my style, which is just fun conversation. So hopefully I can continue to do that and build with the audience, and they continue to rock with me.
All right. Well, we'd love to see it. So everybody, make sure you check them out, and people can find out where your shows are if they go to your page. And
yeah, just follow me on Instagram. I'm always talking and sharing.
Follow
all that
him
good
anyway on Instagram. He'll respond to you too if he.
Yeah, I will. I do.
Yeah, you do. You definitely do. All right. Well, London Brown, thank you so much. Always a pleasure. And every single time, you got to pass through. Do we know if it's been renewed for another season yet? Or are we waiting to find out? Or
Yeah, I think so. I think I can share that we got another season.
Okay.
So yeah,
right,
yeah, awesome.
If that's a spoiler, 50 will just come for you. All right.
No, right? No, thank you for watching the show and keeping us at the top of the list, man. Thank you.
All right, appreciate you.
Thank you.
You can watch that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up With Yee, and when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and it is a Friday. And I'll be in Detroit this weekend. I'm going to actually be at Craig Cafe tomorrow. And I know I got to give an update on my building. I have this 30-unit building in Midtown Detroit that we did with my girl Topeka Sam, with Jasmine Brand, with Jessica Sanchez. Well, that building is actually pretty much ready. I think I'm going to plan a ribbon cutting and everything.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
so
big
people are
news.
going to start moving in mid-April. There's 30 units, so if y'all need an apartment, hit me up. But again, and there is definitely a social aspect to this. We're working with Topeka Sam. She owns Ladies of Hope Ministries. It's a nonprofit that helps women who were just as impacted to get housing. And so that's part of what we're doing as well with this building.
It's amazing.
All right. Well, thank you again to London Brown for joining us, a.k.a. Uncle Marv on Raising Canaan, Uncle Marvin. And also thank you to Angela Oakley for coming through her first ever interview. I know she was nervous, but I appreciate her. She's also married to Charles Oakley, and she's on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And right now, you guys have the last word.
What's up, Angela Yee? I appreciate everything that you're doing. I think what you're doing is necessary for the culture. So keep on doing what you're doing. I think it's a wonderful thing. So big ups, much respect. Keep doing your thing.
My name is Vanessa. I'm from Aiken, South Carolina. I want to shine the light on both of my daughters, Tangerica and Taisha Wallace. Y'all are great moms. I love y'all. And happy birthday, Taisha. Today is your day. Be blessed.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.